I think the Democratic Party has also done something where they've been intoxicated by the wonderful high of being able to just say Trump over and over and over, and Trump is Hitler over and over, and that's excused them to basically believe they can do whatever it is that they want, say what it is they want. The weird thing about this election cycle is that positionally, Trump is the most moderate candidate in Republican history. Right? He took abortion basically out of the platform. Right? I mean, at the RNC, he basically sidelined abortion, which is a huge issue, obviously, for the pro-life community. That's a big part of the Republican Party.
He appointed the judges who got rid of it.
That's true. I mean, they got rid of Roe, but the point is that his position has been that he will veto, for example, a national abortion ban. No other Republican could have gotten away with that.
Correct.
Right? When it comes to things like when it comes to same-sex marriage, that's completely out of the platform because of Trump, right?
That's the great part of being a cult leader, is that seriously, is that when it's about personality, and this is true, and it's funny you bring up Hitler, it's like he's the one talking about Hitler now. I think it's hysterical that for years now, you guys don't seem to care at all that the only human who he has ever not shit on is Putin.
In a recent podcast with Bill Maher, Ben Shapiro offered a pointed critique of Maher's woke arguments on crime. Shapiro compared crime rates in cities like Los Angeles and San Francisco to those in Florida, arguing that progressive policies have fueled increasing lawlessness. Maher pushed back, but Shapiro stood firm. Shapiro also recounted a personal incident from the previous night in Los Angeles, where he and his friends were nearly robbed while out for dinner. According to Shapiro, his security team noticed a suspicious car moments before 3 men jumped out and attacked his friends, taking their wallets, jewelry, and other valuables. He cited the experience as one reason he relocated to Florida, suggesting that there, his friends might have been able to defend themselves rather than relying solely on law enforcement. He argued that the incident reflected a broader pattern of crime in major California cities, which he attributes to lenient policies that fail to hold offenders accountable. In contrast, Shapiro claimed Florida's laws give residents more power to protect themselves. The exchange highlighted larger debates about crime legislation and public safety. Shapiro called for stricter policies to reduce crime, framing Florida's approach as a sharp contrast to what he sees as California's permissiveness. And no, there's no clip to dive into.
That's hugely different.
Yeah.
Than the other two big ones.
For sure. No, hell is Los Angeles. I almost got robbed last night, by the way.
What?
Oh, yeah. We were here for family and to be on this, and went out with some friends last night on 3rd Street for dinner. And it's, not a bad area.
No.
Like 10:30 at night, we get out of the restaurant. I have security, obviously, so we start heading one way. My friends head the other, as a husband and wife. They go 3 cars down. They get in their car. As soon as they get in their car, a white Hyundai pulls up, and 3 black gentlemen, I mentioned the race because they are still at large, jump out of the car. They immediately grab my friend, pull him out of his car, steal his wallet, steal his watch, pull his keys out of his pocket, his phone. They run around to his wife. They grab her, start trying to rip the jewelry off of her. She screams, and at this point, their time has elapsed. They jump back in the car, and they take off. And I remembered why I moved to Florida. So,
well, it's not like that couldn't happen in Florida.
Let's be honest. Denial won't solve anything. It's time to stop pretending the situation isn't serious. Not every part of California is a disaster, but major cities like Los Angeles and San Francisco are dealing with real crime problems, just as many cities across the U.S. are. These places face unique challenges. Dense populations combined with policies that often seem to make crime more likely, not less. Ben Shapiro's recent experience is just one example. His attackers are still at large, and the chances they'll ever face justice are slim. Now compare that to Florida, where residents don't rely solely on law enforcement. Many are armed and legally allowed to defend themselves. That difference isn't just about police presence. It's about legislation that actually deters crime. Florida's self-defense laws create real consequences for criminals, while strict gun control in cities like Los Angeles leaves law-abiding people unable to protect themselves, even as criminals, who ignore gun laws anyway, remain armed. The logic is straightforward. In places where people can fight back, criminals think twice. Yet when Shapiro pointed this out, Maher pushed back, arguing the same thing could happen in Florida. Sure, it could, but statistically it's far less likely. Criminals don't typically target areas where potential victims might be armed. That's not a theory, it's reality. And still, despite the evidence, some refuse to acknowledge it.
Been there.
Okay, well, what I take from this is don't eat on 3rd Street anymore. There's some fine restaurants on 3rd Street. I mean, Berry's, I love Berry's. It's late night. It's a very strange restaurant because it's nice. Nobody's ever in it. If you want to be sure to get a table at 9 o'clock, just walk off the street. I recommend it highly. I think they must be laundering money or something. Jones is isn't the little door on 3rd? These are all places I will never go again.
Yeah, no, listen, I grew up here, man. I mean, I spent my entire childhood here. I was here of the 36 years before we moved to Florida, I was here for 33 of them here. And then there came a point where we were out.
Well, I mean, you're not unique. Certainly. There's lots of people who have moved. The places people move are Florida, Nashville, and Austin.
Yep.
Right. Those are the 3 sort of havens for people who have had wokeness up to here. And when I say wokeness, I mean, it's a triggering word because some people think of it in the original meaning, which is, as I always say, noble, alert to injustice. Certainly with our despicable racial history, that was necessary. To be super alert and vigilant. Then it migrated because words do. That's just the nature of language. You can't control it. Words just become something else. And it became a sort of catch-all for what I have called the aggressively anti-common sense agenda. I mean, that's where we share a belief. Then there's lots of stuff where we don't. And
sure.
We don't even have to.
This is exactly why someone like Bill Maher gets close to understanding these issues, but never fully accepts the underlying reality. As Ben Shapiro noted, it shouldn't be controversial to want to live somewhere you don't have to worry about getting robbed at dinner, or where basic essentials, like groceries, aren't priced out of reach. Most people agree with that, at least until you point out that many high-crime, high-cost areas are cities run by Democrats. Suddenly, stating the obvious becomes controversial. Maher pushes back, insisting that crime can happen in Florida too. And sure, crime can happen anywhere, but it doesn't happen nearly as often, and that raises a legitimate question. Why? The truth is, most people want to live in safe, affordable communities, and those communities tend to align more closely with conservative policies. Yet the moment you highlight clear patterns in Democrat-run cities, some people become defensive, as if acknowledging a problem is the same as launching an attack. It's not. It's simply being honest about what's working and what's not. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more insightful discussions.